online social science classes, and I am here, your social science teacher Sangeeta Behra. Hello students, I am back with your social science online classes for the class 10th geography subject, chapter number 1, resources and development. So in the last part of this chapter we had concluded with the with the resources, means the main definition of resources, how the resources are being organized by the human beings, and what are the process of transformation, how it's having its relationship between technology, institution and nature, isn't it? So hope you all remembered those parts, and also we had classified the resources on the basis of origin, exhaustibility, its ownership and the development status, isn't it? So we had studied this part of classification of resources, right? Hope you remember this thing also. And today we are going to study further. We had discussed all these classifications also in the last part, is it? So let's go for the development of resources. Okay. So how we will do the development of resources? Anybody? Can anybody explain how the developments of resources can be happen? Development of resources can be happen through the mindset of human being. As we human being are having so much of greed about everything, isn't it? We need this thing, we need that thing. Everything should be with me, or everything should be with us. And we are having all the facilities like that, isn't it? And we used to do overuse of the resources, due to which what is happening? We are losing the resources, natural resources. We are exploiting the natural resources in this world, okay? Due to which we are only going to face the problems. So as resources are the vital for human survival, and it's having very less quantity also. So we have to use it in a safe manner, that we can store it for our future development also, okay? So students, let's have a look on the problems which we are going to face if we are not using the resources properly, or we are exploiting the resources according to our own need. So those are the problems are mostly depletion of resources for the satisfaction of our own greed. Okay, this is the number 1, which creates a shortage of what? Shortage of resources for the daily use. Okay, and second number is accumulation of resources. Accumulation means what? When we used to store something for our use, that is known as the accumulation. Okay, accumulation of resources means sometimes people used to store the resources for their own use, and they not used to share with the other peoples. At that time, the shortage of resources are also happening, and it will divide the society into two parts. Those people who are having those resources, those people who are not having those resources. Okay, and the poor people and the rich people, as they are having the money, they used to store the resources for their own use, and they are not going to share with the poor peoples, and poor peoples are going to face the scarcity of the resources. Okay, and the third point is the indiscriminate exploitation of resources has led to global ecological crisis such as global warming, ozone layer depletion, environmental pollution and land degradation. Okay, so due to these 3 main problems we are going to face while we are doing the exploitation of the resources, and equitable distribution of resources has become essential for the sustained quality of life and the global peace. तो बच्चों, रिसोर्स को बचाएंगे और उसको इक्वली यदि सबके बीच में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया जाएगा, then only there should not be any quarrel for using of the resources, right? Like when we are having the water resources in a plenty amount, at that point we won't realize that if we will overuse of this water, it will destroy and it won't be there for our future use. Okay, like the same thing, if we are not planning the resources for our sustainable development, then we are also going to face the same problem. So resource planning is essential for the sustainable existence for all forms of life. Sustainable existence is the component of a sustainable development. So let's have a look on what is sustainable development. Okay, sustainable development is an economic development, means development should take place without damaging the environment, and the development in the present scenario should not compromise with the needs of future generation, isn't it? Means sustainable development means it's a type of economic development in which we will develop the resources whatever is now present with us. It won't damage the environment. Okay, and in the present scenario it will create a development in those resources which should not be create a scarcity for the future generation. Means they should not compromise for the saving of the resources. That is known as sustainable development. Okay, so students, note down this definition in your notebook, as this is the main topic nowadays to do the resource planning. Okay, so students, let's have a look what we or in the world what has happened to save this sustainable development. That is Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit, which is happened in 1992 of the June month. More than 100 of heads of the state met in this summit, which is happened in Rio de Janeiro, which is situated in Brazil, for the first International Earth Summit. It is one type of general knowledge for you also, students, so note down it in your notebooks. The summit was convened for addressing urgent problems of environmental protection, means and socio-economic development in the global level. Okay, or at the global level. This summit has focused on the points through which we will do the environmental protection from what? Global warming, ozone layer depletion, due to which we are facing so much type of pollutions and which creating a health issues also. Okay, the assembled leaders signed the Declaration of Global Climatic Change and Biodiversity. So the Rio Convention endorsed the Global Forest Principles and adopted Agenda 21 for achieving the sustainable development in the 21st century. In that मतलब उस समिट में इस बात पे सिग्नेचर किया गया था with all the states had, means nearby 100 states had participated in that summit in the June 1992, and they had signed a proposal to save the environment, okay, or to protect the environment, and in that they had adopted Agenda 21 for achieving sustainable development, which should be a socio-economic development which should not destroy anything else of the resources for the future generation, and future generation should not be get compromised for it. Okay, so what is that Agenda 21? Let's have a look on that also. It is the declaration signed by world leaders in 1992 at the United Nations Conference on Environmental and Development. Okay, UNCED, that is United Nations Conference on Environment and Development, which took place at Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It aims to achieve global sustainable development. It is an agenda to combat environmental damage, poverty, disease through global cooperation on common interests, mutual needs and shared responsibilities. One major objective of the Agenda 21 is that every local government should draw its own local Agenda 21. Okay, that is the main objective. What is that main objective? That every local government should draw its own local Agenda 21 to save the environment or to do the environmental protections and should save the different natural resources. Okay. So like this, they had signed or they had declared a Agenda 21 for the environmental protection and the socio-economic development for the sustainable development. Like this, they had planned to save the environment, isn't it? So students, write down this Agenda 21 points also with your class notes. It will be helpful for your future questions. Okay. So now we will go for the resource planning. How we will do the resource planning? Okay. रिसोर्स प्लानिंग कैसे कर सकते हैं, बता सकते हैं कोई? सबसे पहले तो हम लोग रिसोर्स को सेव करेंगे, नंबर 1 पॉइंट. ओके, वी शुड नॉट एक्सप्लॉइट द रिसोर्सेज, वी विल सेव द रिसोर्सेज. ओके, सो प्लानिंग इज नीडेड फॉर दैट. अब सबको तो नहीं पता है ना कि किस तरह से रिसोर्स को प्लान किया जाता है, इजंट इट? सो प्लानिंग इज नीडेड very urgently for the saving of resources. Okay, so planning is the widely accepted strategy for judicious use of resources. It is has importance in a country like India which has enormous diversity in the availability of resources. जैसे इंडिया में रिसोर्सेज में काफ़ी अंतर है, हर जगह अलग अलग टाइप के रिसोर्सेज मिलते हैं, हर जगह सेम रिसोर्सेज तो नहीं मिलते. So as India is having diversity in availability of resources, it needs more planning for that. Okay, there are regions which are rich in certain types of resources but are deficient in some other resources also. There are some regions which can be considered self-sufficient in the terms of availability of resources, and there are some regions which are acute shortage of the vital resources. For example, the state of Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh are rich in mineral and coal deposits, whereas Arunachal Pradesh has abundance of water resources but lacks in infrastructural development. Okay, so like this, some states are having rich in mineral resources, coal resources, some are rich in water resources, but all the states are not having all the facilities of resources, right? The state of Rajasthan is well endowed with solar and wind energy but lack of water resources. Okay, as we had already discussed in our previous part that renewable resources and non-renewable resources in that. Okay, so you maybe remember that thing. So the cold desert of Ladakh is relatively isolated from the rest of the country as it's having very cold climate in it. It has very rich cultural heritage but it is deficient in water. As we are already known, Ladakh is a place of cold area. It don't have that much water resources because the water mainly is converted into ice in those areas. Okay, so water infrastructure and vital minerals are very less in those areas. This calls for balanced resource planning at the national, state and regional and also local levels. So we have to do a proper planning that every state should have the proper use of the resources, then only they can survive in that place peacefully. Okay, so students, for that we have to prepare a list of resources found in different states. If you can able, then just find out those states which are rich in different type of resources and how those states are being useful for the other states to provide those resources to them. Okay, so like this is the ways of making the plannings. So now we should have a look how in India the resource planning is going on and how we people can give our contribution in doing the resource planning. Okay, so let's have a look. Resource planning is a complex process which involves number 1, identification and inventory of resources across the region of the country. As we had already discussed, we should identify the resources, which state is having which type of resources, right? So this involves what type of works? Number 1, surveying, number 2, mapping, number 3, quantitative and qualitative estimation of measurement of the resources. Okay, these are comes under what? Comes under the point of identification and inventory of resources across the region of the country. Okay, and number 2, evolving a planning structure endowed with appropriate technology, skill and institutional setup for implementing resource development plans. Suppose we can able to set up a institutional and skill development plans in the particular area where the resources are there, we can also use the planning structure in that appropriate technology. Okay, with the appropriate technology only we can able to plan for the development of resource planning. Okay, so like this, number 3 is there, matching the resource development plans with overall national development plans. So whatever national development plans are used for the resource planning, we can match the regional development plans with them also. Then only we can give our contribution in the resource planning for a particular area or a particular region. Okay, so like this, India has started with 3 main points to do the resource planning. Okay,